Hi there, business owner, and welcome to the 3Bs podcast, the place where we go beyond the numbers and dive into strategies to help you build a better business one step at a time. I'm your host, Stephanie, a multi-award-winning entrepreneur with over a decade of experience in the bookkeeping and accountancy world. If you're a business owner looking to streamline, grow, and get back the time that you deserve, you're in the right place. We're tackling real-world problems, answering tough questions, and digging deep into business building secrets in just 15 minutes each week. So are you ready to build a better business with confidence and clarity? Then let's go. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the 3Bs podcast, your go-to 15 minutes of education, motivation and inspiration to help you build a better business. As always, I'm your host Stephanie, and today we've got an amazing guest with us who I can't wait to talk to you about how our business transaction came around. It was really exciting and unusual, so I'm hoping it'll be of benefit to you as an audience. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like, rate and subscribe, and if you're listening to us on a podcast platform, I do recommend going over to YouTube because I'm going to be showing some cool things on video that you're really not going to want to miss. So first things first, Neil, would you like to introduce yourself?
Good morning. My name is Neil Kerber. I'm a cartoonist. I have built a career working for newspapers, magazines, and lots of published stuff. I now work a lot with brands and marketing as well. And yeah, I create cartoons that capture a message and get the point across in a fun, easy to understand way. And that's basically what I do.
I love that so much. I love that. So I'm going to talk about our transaction and how it came around because it blew my mind, and as a business owner and as a strategist that really looks at the strategy of business from an outsider's perspective as well as being in the transaction, I found it so interesting. So Neil popped into my inbox with I've made you something, and I thought, oh God, what on earth is this now? I get so much rubbish in my inbox, as I'm sure many business owners do. You probably do the same, and you think, oh, what now? And so I've drawn you something. Now, for those that don't know, I am the Influencer of the Year in the ICB Luke Awards 2024, and it was around Oscars week, just before Oscars week. It's I've drawn you something, and in the bottom of the email was a cartoon that he'd drawn of me, and I was like, whoa, because I'd won my Luca, because it was Oscars week, it all fell together really nicely. What made you give the product first, before we'd even spoken to each other, before we'd even introduced ourselves? How come you sort of led with the product?
Yeah, I mean, quite a lot of what I do is research. I Google what's going on, who's doing what, partly because I like to meet new people, and also just to get insights into different industries, because obviously that's my business. And I came across you and I saw that you'd won this amazing award, and I thought, well, I do have certain cartoons that I kind of use for certain things, and I thought, well, I can adapt that and make that work for Stephanie. No commitment at all, if you like it, you like it, and obviously you did like it, which is great. And yeah, it's kind of what I do is I reach out to people, I show them stuff, and that's kind of how I do my business. So it's a kind of way of me marketing myself, but also hopefully bringing a smile to that person as well, which is a really important part of my job, something I really love. Is the fact that people do enjoy what I do. So that's kind of it, really. So I thought I'd reach out to you, see what happened.
I love that. And I was like, take my money. Please take my money. Have it. So I got the hand side, I've got the hand one here, and then I've also got the digital version that you will see all over my social media. I think what I really wanted the listeners to understand is kind of more about you. A bit like you, I love talking to people and getting to know people. So tell us some of your favourite works that you've worked on, maybe more recently.
Well, obviously the one I did for you is the one that stands out most in my career. No, there are lots of stuff really. I'm fortunate to be. I was published in national newspapers for 20 odd years, and that was amazing work. That world has kind of gone into decline now, so it's not really a fantastic career anymore. But I worked with some amazing brands and some great people. Couple of really big global brands and some smaller companies, and it's always really interesting. It's inspiring. I like the fact that I can take a brief, take people's information and condense it into cute, silly pictures, which is what I love doing. I've always loved doing it, and it's a really powerful way of getting a message across. So I'm really kind of there isn't really a favourite job. There's lots of great jobs. lots of hard jobs, painstaking jobs, but I really do enjoy what I do, and it's a nice way to make a living. And hopefully it brings a lot of fun and joy to people, which, it's a nice way to spend your day, really, and nice to get that kind of feedback from people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a raving fan, as you know, but I think a picture speaks 1,000 words, I think is the saying, isn't it? It's never been more apt when it comes to you.
I think so.
So also you've now launched this new thing where people maybe can get your cartoons on a more affordable way. So you've got the new website that you've just released. Do you want to tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. So I've launched a website called DropKerb, which is a stock image cartoon website. So whereas lots of people use stock photography, you might see on a website someone's got a photograph of someone standing by a computer or shaking hands. I've kind of chopped up lots of my cartoons so that people can have access to using them at a much more kind of reasonable, low cost price. Easy to download digital images that can be used for lots of things. They really are low price, and it's a lot cheaper than sort of hiring me, commissioning to do bespoke work. I really love it. I love the idea of it, and I'm starting to kind of get lots more stuff on there. And it's something that I really feel very passionate about, because I want my stuff to be everywhere. I want people to enjoy it. It's called DropKerb, dropkerb.co, if I'm allowed to sort of give it a plug.
Absolutely, plug away.
Thank you. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's going to have some fantastic stuff on there. I've already had some really good feedback, so I know it's good. It's really easy to use. You just press download, and kind of you've got a digital image there that you can use for lots of things. So yeah, really excited, and I appreciate you mentioning that. Thank you. It's great.
Absolutely. It's mutually beneficial, this podcast, and I want the business owners that are watching and listening to this to kind of understand that they can do business their way. I say it so often on the podcast that you should really do business your way. Now, whether that's reaching out with the product first, if it's a personalised thing, I've made you this thing, to diversifying your income streams. Commission work, I can imagine, is quite labour intensive when you have specific briefs, and I guess there's lots of approval processes with the bigger companies. So actually taking what you've done and what you love and making it more accessible and more affordable is something that we're all for here at the 3Bs. And I can't believe how quickly it's gone already, but it is time to say goodbye already. Tell people where else they can find you, and we'll pop everything in the show notes.
Thank you. Well, obviously, DropKerb is the website I mentioned. For commissioned work, my website is www.kerber.co.uk, which is my surname, .co.uk. You can see a cartoon that I've been doing in private eye for the last 30 years. It used to be called Supermodels. It's had a few name changes. It's got a different name at the moment, but I'm always in there. And just all over the place, really. Obviously, I try and put stuff on social media, but I'm not very good at that. So, I do what I can. But yeah, just easy to find, very nice to deal with, I would say. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I guess one last question for you is, if you could give one piece of advice to a business owner that's trying to build a better business, what would that be?
I would say the thing that I've always kind of kept with is perseverance. I know that's obvious, I know everybody says it, but I've had so many knockbacks and so many rejections, and you just carry on. If you believe in what you're doing and you think that you offer great value, just carry on. Just carry on. There's always something further. There's people out there, and there's more. There's always more. That's what I think.
I really love that, and I really need to hear that today. So actually, Excellent. It means a lot, even for me. There's always something we can learn and grow from in business. Well, thank you so much for joining me. That does bring me to the end of another episode of the 3Bs podcast. If you like this episode, do like, rate and review wherever you're listening to it. Subscribe if you're on YouTube, and get in touch with us on social media. Come and find Neil and myself and let us know what's your favourite cartoon of his. Go and have a look on DropKerb. See you later. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
And that brings us to the end of another episode of the 3Bs podcast. I hope you found it useful and that you're walking away with some motivation, inspiration, or education to help you build a better business. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and of course connect with us on social media for more insights, tips, and behind the scenes content. Your next step in building a better business is just a click away. I can't wait to connect with you, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.